Hey there, and welcome to the Winning Agenda's YouTube channel. Good luck, have fun. I am Shielsy, and tonight we are playing the Pony Express deck list. This is game 5 in the series. So if you want to see more about how this deck plays out, you can head back to the deck tech or watch the previous games. This hand looks fantastic against a Ken Tenma. We've got lots of hard end the run ice, and it's even getting better. We're going to put this one on HQ, put this one on R&D, and see if we can't get ahead with a launch campaign. And when we get a little bit more money, we'll res the Adonis campaign and cover that with a little engine. That way we can res the little engine if we need to, have the Adonis campaign trickle down, and then fire off our sand that'll be in that remote. Spamming out of testings game. We might want to cover archives. Alternatively, we could just go for it. 3 creds. Let's draw. New remote. Great. Oh, sorry, excuse me. So we don't actually need to fire every single advertisement on the Spark Agency. We just normally want to hit them once per turn, even if we res multiple in the same turn. He's got 9 credits, so if he does trash that, there's not really much we can do about it. Thankfully, we have the next one. And look, they're delaying here, so yeah, it's going to happen. Great, and that's our launch campaign. That's heading off as well. No worries. Let's see if we can't make this one stick. While there's no Desperado, we can be quite silly with these assets, because running and keeping up with the asset spam and trashing the assets at the same time, keeping our economy low, is putting him behind. I'm going to res it even, so we can't trash it. A bit of a tricksy. And look, the fairy's in, so this architect is mostly going to be about taxing them out or preventing a second run. So we'll probably chuck it on HQ down the line. For now, we'll get this server going. So we'll want that one there on server 4, and we'll chuck the special order out there at the front as well. That way, if Ken comes for it, we'll res, gain the creds, and then spend those creds resing the engine. So this server is going to pay for itself at this point, provided we have 1 cred to put into it. We might need to shut down archives, if not for testing, because they can still go to bad campaign. For the data sucker and the testing compressed together is quite bad for our little engine game. And architects will probably be fine for that, actually. So. Oh. Alrighty. Let's see what we got. Architect on archives. Yeah, that's fine. And let's get this, we'll get the sand down next turn. And we also want to use the Jackson to find an agenda. So Adonis will go down to 3 next turn. We'll find the agenda, play out the team sponsorship, and put the sand in there. Early bird coming for our Jackson. No worries. Refreshing. I've got myself an orange juice watered down with a dash of lemon juice. Tasty and refreshing. And the Desperados come down, so very glad I got that. We got that piece of ice there, because this whole single run package just grows at a pace that's scary. So even just turning off one piece of it is normally fine. This is interesting. We might need to play through the NAPD. So Sansan is not going to be the piece we put through there. Instead, we're going to get out the next pad. And we're going to get out the team sponsorship as well. Whew. The testing is on. 3 credits on the card. Not going to trash the pad. Hopefully not going to trash the team sponsorship either. I think a lot of the people are catching up with the fact that they should. Yep. Alrighty. So we're gonna score in NAPD contracts. Fantastic. Can we do it with 16 creds? Yep, that'll pay for itself. That'll all be good. I might just get this special order on. Well, what happens after we score the NAPD contracts? We're not going to fire off this team sponsorship because we don't have it anymore. Perhaps we should install the Sansan, so if we draw a 3 for 2, we'll be able to do that. I generally like that plan. Yep, setting it up for 2 turns from now. Server 4 and advance. Great. No worries. 3 creds in the card. Yeah, these creds are getting ahead of us pretty quickly. If there is going to be an issue with this, going to be this double testing Desperado package. There's no all-seeing eye in here, so while we can score the breaking news and tag him for at least 1 click normally, we're not going to be able to deal with all of them at once. It looks like he's coming for this pad. Trash the pad. Yep. We're probably just not going to make many more servers after that. And I still really don't feel like we're under much pressure. He can have access if he wants to. Shrinking this down to 4, pump, break is +5, -5. So look, he can access it with 4 creds. We should just score it out. Yeah, absolutely. Boom. Alright. Jackson with the testing. 12 creds. It might be time to tuck that one up. I don't even know if we can res our stuff to keep him out. I think we mostly can, actually. And we'll get this econ. We're going to have to make more servers anyway. Maybe drawing. Drawing is probably just better. In the, not the short run, but for next turn at least. Yep, Architect's fire. Won't fire, but they'll trade with the fairy. Yep. No worries. Starting our turn. Fantastic. Alright. 7 creds. That's quite a few. But he may just not run this server without the sentry breaker. Look, we might just try and get out the money and then wait until we have some sand game. And this one on R&D. That's some good dosh right there. Oh, no. Why did I do that? 6 and gain the credit. Alright, so he knows that's a sand. I don't imagine he thought it was anything other than a sand. But yeah, now it's confirmed. Oh, getting very foggy. It might be time to use this. Yeah, look, this rig isn't particularly effective without the testings. I think we're just going to have to lock him out. So we'll get that one, and we'll get an Adonis campaign to put back in the Sand server. And look, if he finds a mimic, it's probably going to turn back on here. That'll be a click, a cred, and a data sucker. We'll find a pop-up for that, or something along those lines. In the meantime, I want to put another little engine on server 4 and a launch campaign in there, and we'll just we'll gain the credit. We've got a few turns left before that launch campaign vanishes, and at that time we're gonna res and start scoring, but we don't want to fly ourselves just yet. We've just got slightly too few credits to res all of this at once, so inside job, that's pretty good. Look, we'll res that one, get down to 1 cred, and he'll bypass. Job, bro. Yeah. It's alright. Boom. Alright, you're not getting through that one, so I'm gonna fire. Yes. No more action. And look, I don't want to raise this little engine just yet. I just want to have options on these other servers. So yep, trashing the launch. No worries. We'll put a pad campaign in there, or an Adonis. Probably just try and get our sand back. There's only 1 in the bin, so 2 left in these 30 cards. Nothing to really worry about. And there's 4 data sucker tokens there, so we'll just keep having to recall that. So what do we got? 2 more clicks. And now that this is up, he's not going to be running this server for testings either, so it's all going to come out fine. Yep, fantastic. And Adonis in server 4. Exactly what we're after. With enough money now to res both of these Eli's and this extra little engine if it comes to it. So it's going to go for the 4 data sucker tokens So, yep, so strength through 3, correction. No worries. And you can gain the 5. 6, 7, 8. Yep, I'll res this one because it's still net -3. Because it's 6 to pump the Zool, and then 2 subs, which makes 8. Yeah, I mean, it's not a super taxing server, but it kept him out, so. Alrighty. And while we're keeping them out, I think probably Archives is the next place to come. If we can grab a pop-up for Archives, we'll be in the clear. Not quite, but pretty damn good. So tricky. I want this special. There's somewhere that he'll go. If we put it on Archives, he probably won't go on Archives, but you know what, that's fine. No matter which piece of ice he runs here, we'll be gaining our money. Can res the Eli, so feeling good. On R&D and HQs, probably going to try and test them both. Early bird, yep. Boom. Fires, no more action. Eli. Gonna have to be a click, or I'll take the tag. Yep. And that's a security testings run. So he gets a card, 3 creds, and a data sucker, which is not bad value. And it might even be worth it to continue clicking through Eli. So, depending on how much longer we think this game's going to go, we might want to grab a pop-up here as well. HQ is protected by the pop-up Eli. There we go. Sweet, still going for it. Continues the run. Yep. Look, we're gonna tag you, mate. Pretty close to it at least. Sweet. And that's a testing run as well, so 3 creds back, data sucker back. Still not much to shuffle in, so I can't really justify putting this Jackson out in the remote yet, because he'll just turn on this game. 5 cards, we can definitely get ahead on this money though. And we'll put this in server 4 as well. Big game. Alright. We should be in good shape to score this Astro soon, so long as he keeps running, because these runs aren't particularly efficient. No worries. Coming in with a Maker's Eye. Jomass. Global Food. Project Beal. Alright. Not feeling particularly good about that. You know, we've had worse. Alright. Will we see same old things? We'll probably see more of those. If we draw, play it out, we won't get a chance to play these economy cards. Do we need them? Probably not. Let's draw. Okay. Yep, El Blanco. And let's jam this one and this one. No worries. we're going to score next turn. We can open up Jackson on a new remote just to get drawing, and then we can chuck it away as soon as he runs there, keeping off his testing game. With a short gamble, it might not be relevant, and with a second data cycle, it probably isn't going to be relevant. Look, there's another Maker's Eye. Not feeling good about this. This could be the game. This could be the game for sure. Yep, that's Beal. Alright. Alrighty, so we're still in it. We want to draw a toll booth. Yes. Fantastic. Yep, okay. 5 creds will do it. We're gonna put this oh man, that's tricky as if we don't score, we're prolonging the game. But we need to draw agendas to score, so let's not pretend to. Okay. Server. If we just end up trashing it, that would suck as well. But don't want to turn this testing on. Draw once. Yes. R&D. R&D. There we go. Alright. And we should be able to carry this out. We only need 5 more points. We're going to have a Sand Sat and we're going to have an Astro counter. This is a 6 cost server to get in with the 5 from Sand and even 1 from his Desperado. That's still a 10 cost server to dismantle. And if he takes that time, we can just rebuild it. No worries. Security testing on archive. So he's coming for the score. We'll gain the cred. Does he have multi-access? No. So look, we got a 1 in 4. Adonis. Fantastic. Sweet. So 2 of these. 2 subs. So what, it's -2 credits to get in there now? That's not particularly good for us. Yeah, time to score this. Yeah, so long as we can keep our agendas out of HQ, we'll be fine. We want to draw more agendas, and if we can't draw agendas and get them out in the same turn, we're going to continue icing up server 4. He's only got 6 creds, so we can outrun his creds with our Sand server. No more action. Oh, what's that? That's a siphon. Okay, well, we're going to gain the 1. No worries, he's going to be tagged. Look, that's not exactly quality. Going down to 8. I don't want to spend any money trashing these resources. That sounds like the worst. A second siphon. Okay. Okay, so we're going down to 4. No worries, we've got a special order here on archives. He's got no clicks left to Maker's Eye right now. We'll get our money back and we'll get this toll booth up. It's probably not even relevant. He's got 23 creds, hey. Our best option might just be to try and score. But if we keep them in hand, maybe we can keep them in archives for a turn. No, we should just try and get ahead on money. Res that little engine. It's not even that much. Alright, so our money basically can't do anything about that. We might just have to wear this Maker's Eye. He discarded the legwork, is probably holding another, but we might get lucky. If we can hold an agenda. You know what? We're gonna get him to run on archives. That's what we're gonna do. We don't have time for that. We don't have time for you. We don't have time for you. Alright, so we'll get him to run on archives, and that'll fire our special order, and that will let us res the toll booth. Take the bait. It's another siphon. It's the same old thing siphon. Okay. Yep. Same old thing siphon. Probably holding another Maker's Eye, I'm gonna have to guess. Siphon spam. It would be fine if we weren't so far behind on points. Yeah, this is just a good old regular run. And we've got 5 agendas in these 11 cards. These are not looking good for us. Sweet, we live. We live. Fantastic. And he's gonna run trash this Sansan. Okay. If he trashes the Jackson, that would suck. We're gonna Jackson in the little bit of econ that we have left. Sweeps. Goodbye, Sansan. Yep. Yep. Okay, and we'll get this. We'll get that pop-up out there, and if he misses, we may just be ahead enough. Did not trash the Sansan. Why is the Sansan still there? Security testing on server 4. Oh, it was a testing run. No worries. What was the point of that? That's 8. That's -3. That's -3. So, okay. No worries. If it's what you want to do, is what you can do. So it looks like we're getting to keep our Sansan. Copying a legwork, that's fine. Our issue is that we don't have agendas. If we can peel that Sansan, we'll be in really good shape. Not the Sansan, rather. If we can peel an Astro, we'll be in really good shape. There are 5 agendas left in the deck. But look, our ice isn't going to keep him out. I really wish there was a Lily Lockwell in this deck. We can score a Sansan with a draw step and a Sansan, so long as he doesn't have multi-access down. We could score an agenda from the second card in R&D. That might be our out here. His inside jobbing archives. And if we raise this ice, it'll, oh, but it won't fire. All right, you know what? You can just bypass the architect. No worries. There's nothing in there. You were meant to run it like 6 turns ago or whatever. That was our plan. Wasn't that? Oh, that's an observer. And another siphon. What's this one off? This one's off the... I think it's just from hand. Yeah, it's just a siphon from hand. No worries. Gonna go for the pickup on R&D. We're gonna get that credit back. It's gonna be sweet. Boom. Hopefully it won't get scorched. Well, you know. It's a good call, but just off by a little. Yeah, this is probably going to be the score. No. Sweeps week. Okay. No. Okay. That did not pay off. I'm really feeling this lack of agendas. We're just gonna put this on R&D. Is that even worth it? No, let's put Jackson in server 4. And I'm not quite sure whether we'll shuffle if he misses or we'll shuffle before he accesses. If he misses and we shuffle, we might just be able to draw. Sorry about that. We might just be able to draw the agenda. Of course, he's a very phrase. Of anything that could go in that server. We'll shuffle in now, lest it gets trashed. A sweeps week, a launch campaign, and a hedge fund. Because it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to force a run through there. Alright, and this should be done with soon. It's got the same old thing in the maker's eye. This should be it. It was tight, we had plenty of outs. 4 siphons closes out a lot of outs. Triple maker's eye closes out a lot of outs as well. Let's see if we might just get lucky one more time. Nah. Awesome. GG. You too. Well played to the Hunter 518. Grats on your win. Thanks for staying and watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed watching these games and took something away from them. Even if it was just that little engine isn't as bad as maybe maybe people think. I know a lot of my opponents tend to say, "Oh, I love Little Engine," and they're like, "Seeing Little Engine." I'm like, "No, Little Engine's great." Another great record tonight. 1 game unfinished, 3 losses, 1 win. Yeah, not a great record at all. But the deck is normally quite okay. I might do a few more games with this another week after a little bit of tuning, and keep everyone in the loop on how it goes. Thanks again for watching, and I hope you enjoy this content and the rest of TWA's content. Take it easy.